Hey Josiah, I have another alphabet story. This one is called Ivy Can't Wait. Now, if you look in the front of any of your alphabet books, Ivy is all the way down here at the end of the first row. Ivy the impatient iguana. An iguana is like a lizard, a big lizard. And that's what Ivy is. So let's see what her story is all about. One sunny spring day. Let's flip it like this so you can see the picture. One sunny spring day, some of the Alphapets received a letter written in brightly colored ink. It was an invitation from Ollie the obedient ostrich. My dear friend, the weather is getting warmer, the days are getting longer, and summer will soon be here. The trees are blooming in the orchard, and the strawberries are ripe for picking. Please come to visit me in the country. We'll have lots of fun, and we can enjoy some yummy strawberry shortcake and iced tea in the gazebo. Your friend Ollie. If you'd like to visit Ollie today, I'd be glad to drive you all, said Perry the polite porcupine. Oh, that would be so nice, said Lizzie the lazy lamb. The fresh country air is so relaxing. Well, 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 said Vinny the vocal vulture. What an absolutely superb idea. I would dearly love to be in the country again. Oh, I can't wait to get to Ollie's, said Ivy the impatient iguana. I can almost taste that strawberry shortcake. Mmm. It's my very favorite treat. Let's leave now. Who all do we have here in the picture? There's Vinny the vulture, and Perry the porcupine, Ivy the iguana, and I don't remember her name. Lizzie the lamb. Over here we have an ice cream truck. It says Icy Igloo Ice Cream. See that little ice house? That's called an igloo. That's what Eskimos up in Alaska live in. We can't leave just yet, said Perry. First, I have to fill the car with gas. But I want to go now, cried Ivy. Please be patient, Ivy, Perry said. If we don't plan ahead, we'll run out of gas, and then we'll never get to Ollie's. I'll pick you up in half an hour. Perry got into his car and drove off to the gas station. When Perry came back, Ivy was the first one to jump in the car. Hurry up, everybody, she shouted. The sooner we leave, the sooner we'll have that strawberry shortcake. Perry gave his windshield a last polish and got in behind the driver's wheel. Lizzie and Vinny sat in the back seat. Everybody getting ready to go to Ollie's. Oof. Everybody buckled their seatbelts and they drove off. After just a few minutes, Lizzie was fast asleep, and Vinny was busy looking at the road map and reading all the road signs. Are we there yet? Ivy asked. Oh, no, no, no. We have quite a long way to go, said Vinny. Be patient, Ivy. It's a perfect day, a lovely day, for a nice slow ride in the country. Slow schmo, said Ivy. Faster, Perry. I want to get to that shortcake as fast as possible. I can't go faster than the speed limit, said Perry. Please try to relax and enjoy the ride, Ivy. But Ivy couldn't relax. Every few minutes she jumped up and wanted to know if they were at Ollie's yet. So up here is Ivy talking. Are we there yet? How much longer will it take? Is that Ollie's orchard ahead? Can't you go a little faster? Do you ever ask your mommy and daddy those questions? Are we there yet? I did when I was your age. When the Alphapets finally arrived at Ollie's orchard, Ollie came out to greet them. Welcome, welcome, said Ollie. Isn't this a lovely, lazy day? Ivy jumped out of the car. Hi, Ollie, she cried. Can we have that strawberry shortcake now? Oh, it's too early for cake and tea, Ollie answered. Let's all go down to the lake then, suggested Perry. The water is still too cold for swimming, said Ollie. It won't be warm enough for at least a month, but we can play ball down there if you like. While the others went to get the ball, Ivy ran down to the lake. She took off her shoes and socks and stepped into the water. Yow! She yelled. The water was icy, and Ivy's feet were freezing. Ivy dashed out of the water and put on her shoes and socks. She ran to where the others were playing catch. Vinny was throwing the ball, and the Alphapets took turn catching. Get in line, Ivy, called Ollie. It will be your turn soon. Perry is next. But Ivy couldn't wait. When Vinny threw the ball, she jumped up to get it before Perry could. "Hey, that's not fair," said Lizzie. In her rush for the ball, Ivy didn't look where she was going. "Look out," called Ollie. Thwack! Ivy ran into a tree and bumped her head. The Alphapets ran over to Ivy. They put ice cubes on Ivy's bump and iodine on her cut. When Ivy was feeling better, everyone went back to the house. "Can we have strawberry shortcake now?" asked Ivy. "I guess we can get started," Ollie said. "I'll put the cakes in the oven and whip the cream. You all can go out to the berry patch and pick some strawberries." Ollie gave everyone a small basket. "If you each fill your basket, you'll have just enough berries for your very own cake." See all their little baskets that they have? When the Alphapets got to the berry patch, Lizzie sat down to rest. "The sun and fresh air make me so lazy," she said with a great big yawn. "I must say, it is truly beautiful here." "Yes, it is indeed," said Vinny. "Just look at the flowers. And all these busy, busy insects. I could watch them for hours and hours. The ants are working in their ant hills, and the bees are all busy collecting pollen." "I wish you'd all get busy picking these berries," called Ivy. So everyone started to fill their baskets. When their baskets were filled, the Alphabets started back to the house. On the way, Ivy looked at her basket of berries. "These strawberries sure look and smell delicious," she thought. "I think I'll eat a few now." Ivy reached into the basket, took one big berry and popped it into her mouth. "Yum!" Ivy said, smacking her lips. Then she took another berry and another and another. By the time she came back to the house, Ivy's basket was empty. Ollie was waiting in the kitchen when the Alphabets returned. "Yum, those cakes smell so delicious," said Ivy. "But I ate all my berries. Now I won't have any for cake." "Oh dear," Ollie said. "Well, you can still have the shortcake and cream." "Oh good," said Ivy. "Are they ready now?" Ollie looked at the timer. "The cakes haven't finished baking yet, but they will be ready soon." Ollie went outside to the gazebo to set the table. "Those cakes smell ready to me," thought Ivy. "I'll just take mine out now. I can't wait." Ivy opened the oven and picked up one of the cakes, but it was so hot and soft that it broke into little pieces. Ivy looked at her crumbled cake. "I guess I should have waited until the cake finished baking. Maybe some whipped cream will fix it," said Ivy. Ivy plopped a dollop of the cream on her cake, but the cake was still warm and the cream started to melt and run down the sides. Ivy's eyes filled with tears. "Oh dear, now my cake is ruined," she cried. Soon the rest of the cakes were baked and cooled. Ivy watched as the others put strawberries and whipped cream on their cakes and took them out into the ivy-covered gazebo. When they sat down to eat, the Alphabet saw that Ivy was feeling very sad. So they each gave her a taste of their cake. Ivy thanked them and said, "I guess Ollie was right. I should have waited." Ollie poured iced tea, and then Vinny got up to make a speech. He cleared his throat and said, "My dear, dear friends, I cannot let the day go by without saying just a few words to our dear and generous host Ollie. Spring is a most delightful and glorious time to see the wonders of Mother Nature. The birds are building their nests and sitting patiently on their eggs. The caterpillars weave their cocoons ever so carefully. The fruit trees bud and blossom, and the fruits grow bigger and sweeter until the time comes for them to be picked. Nature does everything in its own good time. It can't be rushed. There's a lot we can learn from good old Mother Nature. Thank you, Ollie." Everyone applauded and finished eating and drinking. Soon Perry announced that it was time to go. When everyone was in the car and ready to leave, Ollie came running over. He gave Ivy a little package. "Here is something for you, Ivy," said Ollie. "Be patient. Don't open this until you get home. That way, you'll have something to look forward to, and you'll enjoy it more." Ivy thanked Ollie and sat the package down. As they were riding home, Ivy kept wondering what was in the package. She wanted to take a peek, but every time she started to open the package, she remembered what Ollie said about patience. After a while, she even enjoyed thinking and wondering about her surprise. When the Alphapets arrived home, they went to Ivy's house to watch her open the package. Carefully, she untied the string and took off the wrapping paper and opened the box. In the box was a beautiful strawberry shortcake along with a note. Dear Ivy, I hope it's not too late for you to enjoy this treat. Remember, there's no shortcut to shortcake. Your friend, Ollie. Ivy smiled and took a big bite of cake, and then she offered some to all of her friends. This treat was certainly worth waiting for, she said. Here are some I words that we read about today. This is the iron, and iris, inchworm. Remember, the I says I and if. Ivy, invitation. Ice cream. Insects. Igloo, and ice, and ivy, the impatient iguana. It's a lot of I words. Hope you enjoyed Ivy's Eye story.